Alright, it is now, I don't know, it's Wednesday. Wednesday after work. And I've decided I'm going to do the trunk splatter now. So I'm going to untape this, empty the trunk. It's already been epoxied. I'm going to Scotch-Brite all this, splatter paint over the top, flat clear over that, and then before I continue on with the wet sanding and stuff, I will mask this off. Try to avoid getting a bunch of water in here. The key with the trunk splatter is you want to clear coat it because most of them are water soluble, and water will remove your trunk splatter. So, seen it happen many times. I've done it once. Once is all it took on my Nova. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna unmask this, empty this stuff out. Scuffy scuffy. Then we'll mask off this. Don't know how far we'll get tonight, but that is the plan. Empty trunk, Scotch-Brite. Like so. You get the idea. I'll probably get in there and it's got to go all the way back to the rear seat thing stuff. So and quarter panels, and yeah, the quarter panels have some stuff on them. We didn't strip those. I don't remember even what we did in here, but I know I epoxied it. So anyway, scuffy scuffy. Alright, scuffed and masked. The reason I'm doing this now is because any overspray that gets on the outside of the car will be sanded off and buffed off later. You do this last after the car's buffed, and then you got overspray on the car, and then it's a situation. The only thing I have to worry about right now is getting anything on the firewall, because that's flat paint and you can't buff it off. So anything that gets on there stays on there. It is possible for overspray to go in through the inside of the car and come out the firewall and get trapped under the plastic here and land on the firewall. So I may lift the paper up, plastic up, just so if anything does come out of here, it doesn't get trapped on there. Stuff like that. You get the idea. As long as I unmask this as soon as I'm done spraying the clear in the trunk, and I wipe everything down with like a microfiber, should be good. Or even a little wax and grease remover. It'll get the fresh overspray off. But anyway, next step is to blow this out. I already vacuumed it. Wax and grease remover it. I'm going to spray some adhesion promoter on here just so it gets in all the nooks and crannies that I didn't scuff, like Bulldog, out of the spray gun. I have an aerosol can of Bulldog, but the nozzle is no good, and it shoots like texture coating. So not that it matters in here, but it doesn't cover very good because it's big globs. Anyway, so I have some generic off-brand Bulldog type adhesion promoter I'm going to spray in here. Then I'll touch up any black that needs black, because the trunk splatter paint, even though it's black with like aqua splatter, the black part, it doesn't cover very good. So you want to make sure it's black before you put that on. So anything that I think needs a little black, I will hit with a bomb can real quick. Then texture coat it, let that dry until it's dry to the touch, and then clear. I'm not sure. I kind of want to do this tonight because I have it all taped up. I don't really want to leave all this on here, but I'm not sure. You can still see the original paint right here, so I'm not going to cover any of that up. I'll clear over this, but I'm not going to hit this. I'm going to leave that how it was factory. So that'll still be like that. The color is a close enough match to where that's gonna look just fine. Anyway, wax and grease. I lied, I'm using the aerosol can. Technically, you know, obviously you shouldn't need this, but this is just a little extra insurance. Just giving everything a nice coat. A lot of people don't like this stuff, and it can be used incorrectly, but pretty much any use of this is probably incorrect unless you're painting plastic like dirt bike parks. I found this is one of the only things that will make paint stick to that kind of stuff. But I've never had it cause a problem, and I figure in this situation, it can only help. Got kind of a weird spray pattern out of this nozzle. But I'm getting one nice coat. You can see it's all shiny. I'll let this flash off. I don't know how long. How long I feel like. Until it's not wet. Looking pretty tasty. And then I'll get some black. Got a couple areas, not many. As you can see, it's pretty black. But there is a spot back here by this marker light. I'll hit those with some black. And then I'll show you the splatter paint. So this is what I got for splatter paint. You can still get the AC Delco stuff, Amazon or eBay. Some of the restoration parts places, I think, sell it too. Depending on your car and what year, I think dictates the color. This is black with aqua splatter. I'm pretty sure that's what this had in it. Even if it didn't, that's what's going to look the best with this color. So I think there's also a black with white and gray splatter, or it's a gray with black and white splatter. I don't know. It seems this is the one that seems to be most common. I think, can't remember. Anyways, I don't know. That's what we're using here. So you don't want to just, usually they don't have a ton, and this stuff goes a long ways, so one can is more than enough to do a trunk. But I'll show you in a second. As soon as this is dry, I really kind of loaded that bulldog on here. So I'll let this dry, and then I'll show you some stuff and things. Or I'll just show you right now. I mean, I got the camera on already. Give me a little test spray here. Good thing I did that because the nozzle's plugged. I'll be right back. I don't have a nozzle problem, so I'll just show you while it's working. You just want to stay like that far away. And my nozzle's plugged already, so I'm going to have to soak this in thinner or something. You can see how it sprays on here. The black also shoots out as a splatter, so that's why it doesn't cover very good. I managed to get it all over the camera somehow. Anyway. I want to pay attention to what I'm doing, so that's about all I'm going to show you. That's all you want to do is stand really far away, and that's about how she looks like. I mean, you can put it on as heavy as you want. I tend to like a little bit more than what the factory had, but it's one of the more fun things to do. So I'll bring it back when it's ready to clear. Now when you're doing this, it's easy to get carried away because you're putting it on, you're like, oh, that looks cool, that looks cool, that looks cool. Then next thing you know, you're like, oh, I think that's too much. If that happens, just go and grab some more black and kind of mist it on and cover up where you think it's too heavy. So you can go back with some more splatter paint. You can go back and forth until you get it how you like it. I think I'm pretty good with this. This is probably more than a lot of the factory ones I've seen, but it looks pretty good. I'm happy with that, so we'll let this dry and we'll hit it with some clear, and then I'll show you what we're using for clear. So if you're wondering if it's ready to clear or not, just go up to your masking paper here, do this number. If it smears around like that, not ready for clear yet. This is what we're using for clear. Got the hardener in it, stuff like that. Just probably empty out one can on this. It should be enough. I have another one if it's not. But yeah, when this dries, it should look the same as this or a little bit flatter. It could stand to be a little bit flatter. This is kind of shiny, but it looks good. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to be great. In my opinion, they need to quit selling these until they figure out a way to make them spray like this. It only sprays like that for 0.252 seconds, and then it starts sputtering unless you tilt the can up. I mean, come on. In today's day and age, you can't come up with a can that will spray like this. So anyway, you have wastage. Although I've been hammering it on the backs of the quarters and the wheel wells, like so, because it will still spray that way. I did get 2 coats on the floor. Starting to dry up in here. It basically looks the same as it did before I cleared it, which is good. So, that's pretty cool. Good stuff. Alright, there you go. Unmasked. No overspray on the firewall that I noticed, but I wiped her down anyway. And yeah, we'll see what she looks like when she's flashed off. I just wanted to unmask it. I didn't want to let all this tape sit on the car. So, pretty cool. Thanks for reminding me to take this off. Awfully kind of you. Nice. Alright, it's the next day. You can see this is all dry now. Doesn't look shiny anymore. And it looks pretty good. Should be pretty strong, durable, blah blah blah. Doesn't matter, it's a trunk. So yeah, guess that's it for painting on this thing. It's time to take that wall down and move this car out. I still have the inside of the floor. I originally wanted to tinted bed liner it, but at the same time, if you're gonna do Dynamat or anything like that, that makes it tougher to do, having that texture on there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. At the very least, I will do something, because I already sanded it all. I don't know, either I'll paint it black, I will spray some base on it. I don't know. I know it doesn't matter. It gets carpet, but it's got to look a little bit better until the carpet's there. So, you know, it may be black, it might be blue, not sure. I could still do the bed liner thing, but like I'm saying, it's I don't think I would do it to my car because I would want to put sound deadener on it, and I just wouldn't want the bed liner under that. So, I don't know. If you have an opinion, let me know.